back from vacation.
What's up, man? What's good?
Uh, Not much, man. Just another Friday. How was your vacay?
What's good, man? Shit, much needed. It's been a while since I had my twins. I hadn't been out, so it was a nice getaway.
It's a nice getaway. I saw a few of the videos. I felt a little left out. I was like, I didn't get the invite. I was
Oh
stuck.
man.
Stuck recording, but it's all good. No.
Someone has to do the show, man. Someone got to put in the work.
So before we get going, I just want to remind everyone about the $100 gift card giveaway. You still got a chance to win that. Like I said, there's two options to this. The first is just to follow and share the post, follow the page, tag 3 friends as many times as you want. There's a better chance of winning. And then option two is either watching the No Knowledge podcast or the Liberators on Wednesdays and catching the word baller within the first 5 minutes of the show. So you got one there already. Yeah, those pretty simple. Just easy $100. Yeah, not much. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there you go. We should be good. All right, so
Sorry, man. We having some technical difficulties. We're
yeah,
getting it together.
We're getting it together. We'll eventually be Joe Rogan status,
It's
but
baby steps, baby steps.
baby steps, exactly. Hey, man, so
Plenty to talk about, right?
Crazy fights this last weekend, right?
Yeah, crazy fights, man.
So I don't know. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the
Should
big?
we start at the top?
I say, man, we
Let's
might as
do
well,
it,
right?
Man, with Ngannou,
and Stipe. Holy shit!
Yeah, we were talking about it last week. I know you mentioned it last week with Eric. So Miocic did weigh in 11 pounds lighter than the first fight.
11 pounds lighter.
11 pounds
smaller
lighter.
cage.
Smaller cage. I don't know if the cage affected him. He still got a hold of Francis.
But that
yeah.
defense,
I think once that sprawl happened, everyone kind of knew what was going to come.
Because I think everyone was just shocked in general.
Yeah.
Everyone was just shocked in general because I don't think anyone. I'm pretty sure it was expected.
If Ngannou was going to win, it was expected to be like that.
Like that knockout, right? Yeah. But what I mean is, though, I'm pretty sure it was expected that he was eventually going to get better on the ground game and his takedown defense. But, I mean, he made Stipe, he made himself look like a DC out there with the type.
Not only that, not just the sprawl. We're talking about the repositioning and then just start unloading on him on the ground. It was like he was arrested. It looked like Kane in there, man. With Kane, cardio Kane used to transition.
No. But yeah, he did look good though. If that was just a small little, we didn't get much.
Yeah, it wasn't a big sample size, but it never is with him.
Exactly. So that's what? That's now 5 fights because it ended in the first, right?
No, second.
Second round. So that's what? So that's what? Like that's 5 fights in under like 10 minutes now?
Yeah.
So
this one definitely, and here's the thing. I don't know if you saw what Miocic wrote. I don't know if it was on his Instagram or something about he deviated from the game plan, but he did say something that was true. Francis was breathing heavy after that first.
He was, yeah. That's why. That's why I was telling Eric last week. I said, if it goes past the second round, it's all Stipe. It's all Stipe. So, and he was breathing, like he said, he was already. His mouth was wide open the whole entire fight, when this started. So,
but he does say he breathes with his mouth. It's already a bad thing, but we haven't seen him affected before. But he definitely he was breathing heavy. Just body language to me, he kind of looked like he was getting exhausted.
Yep.
So when Miocic survived that first round, I was like, okay, this is he lost that first round pretty badly, but it's gonna start heading into Stipe's direction, and then boom, one shot is all she wrote.
The thing is though. He took that one shot, right?
Yeah.
And
he took a few.
He took a few. Yeah. But the thing was that Miocic threw one.
Yeah.
And he hit him.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit full potential.
But it hit him. It hit him clean. And
so he thought he could just stand and bang.
Yeah. He thought he was ready to bang, but you can't do that with Stipe.
You can't do that because of the fact that he was fucked.
Yeah.
He was hurt. So you can't go in there thinking you're gonna bang.
Yeah.
And I think the smart move was maybe try to take him down.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's probably would have saved him a little bit, maybe
something,
but
or fall to the ground yourself and try to recover. He just went in there, he got hit, and then he thought he can just bang. And
that's why I think that Stipe isn't obviously taking some time off.
yeah,
he took some damage.
He's having a kid too, so he did
oh
say
yeah,
he was gonna take some.
but he's gonna take some time. I think. Look, he comes back. I think he's what 37, 38? He's
38.
38.
Yeah.
So maybe takes what 6, 8 months off.
Yeah, he has to come back soon.
He has to because if he comes back, I think he can get it the second the third time around because look what he did against DC. He got knocked out the first fight, and then he came back and freaking dominated him in the next 2 fights.
Well, I remember in that second fight with DC, it kind of looked like it was going in DC's direction, and then he figured out the body.
The bodies will mess him up. Yep, those body shots.
And I'm sure I don't know if you've seen the videos of Francis getting hit in the stomach by these boxers. Who was that boxer?
That Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
but I mean, he also has this. He has that pad on. I mean,
he already wrote the game plan on how to beat Francis. But the thing is, he can't go in there weighing 30 pounds less than him and expecting him to take him down.
Yeah, because
I texted you that day. I was like, man, did you see the weigh-in? It looked like a big difference. Because Eric also asked last week, is there a limit at heavyweight? Yeah, it's 265. So he has to cut just to make 265. So who knows what he's fighting at? He could be fighting at 280. You don't know. So Stipe is giving up 50 pounds. That's no joke.
But that's like I said, yeah, you did text me that day and you said, hey, he looks small. And I went back and I looked at the video at the weigh-in. But
I'm not saying he's unhealthy.
No, yeah, but I thought he might have looked unhealthy. But then when I saw the video, I was like, oh, well, he looks healthy. I mean, that might just be, his coming in weight. So I was like, maybe it's not too bad. But I mean, it is 30 pounds under what Francis walked in. That made a difference.
Weighed in at 260. Who knew what he was walking in that fight? He's solid,
75 maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He cuts a little bit. He did mention that he cuts very little bit.
And I mean that small cage. I think at the end of the day, that small cage factor in because I mean, you don't have enough.
He couldn't run.
He couldn't run. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Francis
because he hurt him in the first round and then went for the takedown. But he actually got hurt more when Francis sprawled, transitioned, went because back, and then he goes heavy punches
to the exactly.
I'm telling you. I mean, and it's kind of weird because the dominant heavyweights haven't been these heavyweights that come in at 265, other than Brock. I mean, Kane was the champion for a long time. He always weighed in between 230 to 240. And then Stipe, same deal. He's usually in the high 240s. So when he came in at 231 or whatever he came in this last, and I was just like, man, I was just looking at them. And I know that Francis is a specimen, but it just was like a big difference to me. And I was like, man. So I would have gone with Stipe, but after I saw the weigh-in and a smaller cage, I was like, no, I think Francis got this in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, it was brutal to see him get knocked out the way he did.
Yeah, because I mean, Crow Cop. I don't know if you ever watched. I know you were watching UFC back then, but there used to be this famous kicker. Like he came from Pride. Crow Cop used to knock people out with legs. He fought this Brazilian called Gabriel Gonzaga, knocked him out the same with a high leg kick, but he just folded in half like that. It's exactly how Stipe landed. Exactly like it.
Yeah, it's sad because I mean, you can't hate Stipe. I think everybody loves Stipe.
I feel bad for Stipe because he definitely don't get the respect he deserves. And just because you lose doesn't mean you're not the GOAT.
No, he's the GOAT
heavyweight, man.
Because I mean, Francis still got a lot to prove to be considered the GOAT. I mean, he's got to defend that title. How many times did he successfully defend it? Stipe. Was it
lost it once
5?
And came back and got it.
I think he successfully defended it 5 times. Lost it to DC and then won it. I mean, defended it against DC 2 more times.
Yeah, he defended it twice.
And then he
beat Francis.
I mean, I think the thing is, it sucks because he's 38, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't got that much time.
Yeah.
And he's not the next guy to get the rematch.
You would think, oh man, he deserves the immediate rematch, and we were saying this ourselves. That's the way to go. I mean, he looks like he wants to take time off with the baby. And Francis, and let me just tell you something, no knocking Stipe, but Francis, he wants to be active. He wants to defend. He said he's not holding this belt up anymore. He's ready to fight every 4 months, and especially if he getting these knockouts where it's nothing
that easy. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, who's next? I mean, there's 2 men. I mean, there's There's Derek Lewis. I mean, people might be like, but that first fight was boring. All right. I mean, but
Yeah, I
this
mean
is
that was a
different time.
different. Francis was scared to lose two in a row. He was being precautious.
And I think they were both just
Yeah.
like Eric said last time too. I think they were just both really cautious because they both know that they could possess that knockout power.
Yeah.
So
But let's quit the bullshit. We know the one and only name people want to see, and there's a little battle going back and forth. But the name is John Jones. He's been gaining the weight. He's been putting in the work. You know, Dana might be wanting to talk his shit, playing the political game, but he knows damn well he wants that fight because that would be the biggest heavyweight fight of all time, Francis versus John Jones.
I mean, this whole week watching John Jones go off on these tweets about this and that.
He's not a joke on Twitter, man. If we were to pull up that Twitter, did you see what he just said today where he got offered in the $8 to $10 million range to fight him, and he's saying that's not enough.
And yeah, exactly. And then I saw a thing where what's it called? Derek Lewis said, "I'll do it for $8 million."
But Derek's no joke, man. But without a doubt, it's not a biggest fight. Is if Jones fights. That's the fight that everyone wants to see, and we both, as MMA fans, don't think it's fair that he'll walk in and get a title shot. People will say, "Oh, why did Iggy get an immediate title shot?" Because there's no names in 205, but there's plenty of ways to go in heavyweight.
I mean, I also saw his thing that he posted. I think was it last night, where he said, "I just left a dinner with Dana White. It's probably one of the best dinners, best conversations we've had."
Lewis?
No, John Jones.
John Jones.
So it sparked.
So why was he bitching today?
So it sparked, right? Because he's like, it said, I don't know. I don't quite remember, but it said something about I just left dinner with Dana White. Probably one of the best conversations I've had with him in a long time.
Okay.
And then I think a couple hours later, hope you all enjoyed your April Fools. So people are like, this motherfucker lied. Like he played him.
Dude, you know what? I can respect John Jones because he is not afraid to put it out
there. No, and that's the
most
thing too.
People negotiate on the background. He is not. He got them Twitter fingers out and ready to go. I was just going through that shit today, and I was just like, "Damn, this motherfucker just lets it all out there." He knows what he wants.
That's the thing too, though, is what's it called? Fuck, where was I going with this? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I don't know, but I think
Francis wants to fight Jones. I mean, he's not even trying to. He's the nicest guy ever. Have you heard this? Talking interview.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Like I almost feel a little bad for him because
his English has gotten so much better.
I give him much props, but he's so respectful, so nice. Because he was on Helwani on Wednesday, and Helwani was like, "Don't you want to get paid more?" And he's like, "Oh yes, but I'm under contract, and I'm gonna fight my contract." You're the champion now.
Demand that shit,
You think Conor got his way from just fucking being a nice guy?
Exactly.
Fuck no, your name is out there. People want to see you fight. Fucking pay the man. He's the champion. Pay him. Can you imagine if he fights John Jones? John Jones is gonna get paid probably like 6 or 7 times the amount that he's gonna get paid as the challenger,
and to lose.
And not to disrespect Jones, but he deserves it. I mean, look how many times he was put on his Twitter that he fought and defended his belt for $2 million so many times that he's done doing that. And I don't blame him. You do this long enough, man. These people, these athletes, they gotta max range.
They gotta pay. They gotta get paid, man. I mean, they gotta get paid. And yeah, that's dope on Francis' part where he said, "I'm under contract. I'm gonna fight my, whatever."
Yeah, but you signed that contract prior to being the champion.
But I mean, I think it's time to renegotiate. You're the champion now, especially Dana White. Dana White, yeah, he's seeing a star right now.
No one was happier seeing Steve get knocked out than Dana.
Exactly. The thing is too that amazes me was that how all these after the fight they're like, "Oh, John Jones is scared," blah 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 blah. Bro, even DC
said he was.
DC said
these guys are fighters. Fuck that. These guys are fighters. Nobody is scared.
I mean, John Jones is not scared.
Except Dillashaw on that Ultimate Fighter season. He was hella scared in that season.
But DC said it. DC said, "Hey, John Jones is not scared." He's like, and if there's anyone that can find a way to beat Francis, it's John Jones.
The game plan is out there. There's no find a way to beat him. The game plan is out there. Stipe put it out there. You go and you take him down. But John is also longer than most of these heavyweights.
John Jones is always had
stick and jab him.
Not just that, them kicks though. Yeah. Them kicks.
And we don't really know how long Francis can go.
And then that famous kick that John Jones is known for.
Fucking kick, yeah, but Francis is built different, though.
No, but I mean, after a couple, you don't think it's gonna start hurting? It's gonna hurt him. I mean,
Yeah.
John Jones is looking a little thick right now.
I'm interested to see it. That's why
It's
I was saying give him a little warm up fight before Francis. But
no,
John wants it. Francis wants it.
Yeah, the world wants it. Yeah. I don't think you got to give him a tune-up fight. I think John Jones is proving that he can go up and just get a title shot automatically.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that they're even saying is take it to Africa.
Yeah.
UFC in Africa, that shit gonna sell out. You know, I just think it's dope right now. That I mean, they got 3 African champions. You know, they got what's his face.
Hey, bro, we only have Usman. One American champion. You know who that champion is?
One American. Who is that?
It's fucking Sterling, bro. Sterling is the only American champion. It's sad, bro.
Man.
The Brazilians took over for a minute.
Yeah.
But now the Nigerians coming, all these Africans coming.
That's wild, dude. I didn't even think about that.
So we should really have no American champions.
There's no champ.
We shouldn't have no American champions. That's how bad it is right now.
These guys they're
women
coming
and
in.
Everything.
Oh man, there's some killers right now, and yeah, that's crazy to think about. Okay, we'll leave that.
In the jungle.
We'll leave a little bit of that for now. And,
should we go over to our old pal Woodley?
Might be time. Want to go to Sugar?
Oh, okay. This honestly, he's little by little becoming one of my favorite people to watch in the UFC.
I know.
I would have ordered this card if he was the main event. That's how much I like the Sugar Show.
The Sugar Show's
we're true fans, but hey, this guy, he's the up and comer. He got to take the step up in competition.
Hey, there's rumors that I guess Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, I know. I saw Cruz that was on Helwani. What did he say about it?
Well, I didn't listen to Helwani this week.
Catch it.
But
I know he talked about it.
He talked to Chael Sonnen supposedly. Sonnen, and I guess Cruz wants that fight, and I guess he heard about it, and now he says,
of course, if you're Sugar, that's the way to go.
I mean, but there's also rumors that I guess Chito said, "Hey, you can come and get the smoke again."
No, yeah, I get Chito because Chito wants the name out there, but no, it's not the way to go for sure.
Oh no, it's Dominic Cruz easily. I mean, this fight was.
It's Cruz or.
I was excited. I wanted to see this fight really. I was really excited for this fight because I wanted to see because Sugar's good. But the thing with him is, though, I think he's really injury prone.
Yeah, the legs are a little skinny, huh?
Who was that? The Asian dude he fought, and he broke his leg.
Yeah, he took the interview.
He took the interview on the ground.
Yeah, that's the first day I heard of him because you was all up on his nuts. But now that I see why,
and
I'm all up on him now too.
And
you look at him, he was like baller.
Yeah, there you go, baller.
That was a good celebration. To be honest, he was trying to do another walk off.
And he had it the first time. If he would have just, I mean, regardless, it doesn't have to always be a walk-off.
It doesn't.
But I mean, you would have had a spectacular.
Almeida was tough.
Almeida, he hung in there.
Like, honestly, he took a beating. It's one of those little slow beatings. It's not one of those where it's bloody. But man,
he's taking some damage.
He also does the little John Jones throw it at the knee.
Yeah, I think he recently started doing that. I don't think he was doing that in his last fight, but this one,
he showed some new tricks out there, and just that final shot, that was amazing to do it off the guard. He was. I know he was hurt, but man, he was just that one hitter quitter.
I think it was
just so smooth.
It was brutal. Honestly, it was brutal. The last hit that when he was already on the ground because he knew it was over, but the ref, he didn't stop it, and he's like, all right, I guess I gotta go for it, and boom, knocked him out. But I mean,
Richard St. Jones is a has-been. Get the fuck out of here. Look, to be honest, Jones' last few fights haven't impressed me, but he's still the most dominant champion of all time. Come on. I mean, who else would be he's up there with Khabib in the GOAT talk,
I mean, Khabib's only in the talk because when defeated. But
I mean, Khabib's road to get there it took him a while.
It took him a while to get the title shot.
Yeah.
And it's amazing too because Kukui's in that conversation too that it took him forever to even get mentioned in the title shot.
That's the thing, man. These guys they have a limit where they hit and they just lose it.
Exactly.
And that's where maybe our next topic, which is Tyron hit, man. All those years doing it with Strikeforce coming to the UFC.
No, but this fight he looked legit. Starting the fight,
finally he came in ready to fight
because. With Usman, when he lost his belt, And then the fight with Burns, he lost all 10 rounds there.
Yeah.
That's 50 minutes lost. He didn't do
Dominated.
anything. He got dominated for 50 minutes, an hour, literally. And then against Kobe, he got destroyed.
Yeah.
We were all hyped for that
looked
fight.
like he couldn't stand no more, you know.
We were excited for that Kobe fight, you know, because it's so much heat brewing. The you know, the beef between them. You know, and we're like, oh, let's see who's, you know, for real. And we saw who the real deal is, and that's Kobe. Yeah. And then and then we get Vicente Luque in this fight.
Did we? Usman kind of showed us a different side of him, man. No, Kobe.
Kobe.
You got to think about it. Who gave Usman the best fight? Was
Kobe.
Kobe, without a doubt. I was never a believer in Kobe until the Usman fight, and he gained a little bit of respect, but then he was a little bitch afterwards. You know.
Yeah, he was, because of the fact, the ref stopped it, blah blah blah.
He's
like,
fucked up.
I mean, he was getting his ass beat, but that was probably
he was putting up a fight, but he got hurt.
But I mean, look at it. If Usman wanted to, he would have just taken him to the ground and done what he does normally. Yeah. But you know what he said? He's like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up because all the shit talking he does. I'm gonna prove to people that I can stand and bang. Yeah. And he did it. So
but that's easier to say against Cody, because Cody's stand up isn't, you know, top notch. Let's see him do that against Masvidal. I think not. You don't want Masvidal smoke.
You're riding Street Jesus too much, my guy.
You're telling me he could stand with Masvidal?
He will stand and bang with Masvidal.
He is a pussy. He could have stand and banged with Masvidal. Did he?
Bro,
he did not.
Like I said, he had to
play it safe.
No, not
he's
just
going to play it safe.
No, not just play it safe, but the fact that he got just like Masvidal. He was informed of the fight a week's notice. Same with Usman. He had to prepare for a whole different fighter.
Usman was coming in shape, though.
Yeah, but you got to prepare for a whole different fighter. That's why this next fight with them is gonna.
No disrespect to Usman. I mean,
this next fight's gonna
a job. I would have done the same thing. Protect my belt.
It's gonna, it's gonna show us. But I mean, Woodley came in good. All right, I was excited because I was like, I want to see Woodley win, even if he wins, and then maybe
I was rooting for Woodley.
If he's got,
it was good to see him how he looked.
He looked decent. He looked legit. But Luque
he's no joke, man.
He got, like you said, he got a little too excited. He got a little too excited with he saw that he was wobbled, he was hurt, and he got too excited. And Luque might have maybe even been faking it. Clipped him, but
we know how Woodley gets hurt.
Yeah,
like a retard out there when he gets clipped.
But I mean, he got hurt. No, his feet were all messed up.
Like, he couldn't stand. That's what I'm saying.
He was right. He was fucked.
Luque sunk that choke in. Man, that's good. That's good for Luque. Put his name out there.
Yeah, he got a good.
I didn't know him too much prior to this.
I've seen a few of his fights, but I don't know much about him. But because I mean, he's not up there. But I mean,
now next time he fights, he got our attention.
He's got a victory over a big name.
Far man.
And
Wood.
Rapper. And you know what? I saw this. I think I saw it somewhere. It might have been a meme. They said ever since Woodley came out with that song with Wiz Khalifa, "Whip Your Ass," he hasn't whooped anyone's ass. How sad is that?
Hanging with motherfuckers like Wiz and whoop people's ass.
Hey, my guy, Wiz has been training. Yeah, you haven't seen him?
Oh, I know. I saw when he went on Joe Rogan and he said he was
built, bro. He's built. I wouldn't fuck with Wiz anymore.
What did he put in that kush?
But I mean, I think this is so he lost to Usman
4 in a row.
4 in a row now.
4 in a row. Contract's done. He's definitely done in the UFC.
So he's done UFC. You think he's done? That's it.
Contract's done. You think I wouldn't resign him. The UFC are letting people go off wins, man. They're not gonna take him back.
Yeah, but Woodley's a name. That's the thing, though.
He's not gonna catch. He wouldn't catch my attention. If someone's trying to get a good win, if you beat Woodley now,
he's gonna be that stepping stone for the future. For the future up and comers.
He's not even a stepping stone stage yet.
Really?
He's on one of those. Let me go fight in
collect the check
in China. Take some steroids.
No, he's going Bellator. If he gets released by the UFC, he's gonna get to Bellator. He's gonna make his name out there.
Why would you want him if you're Bellator? You don't want the UFC's fucking little has-been.
Well, they're already talking about signing what's his name? The dude from Alistair Overeem and Dos Santos.
No, you didn't hear about Dos Santos? They're talking about him and Fedor.
Exactly. Isn't Fedor in Bellator?
No. Is Fedor in Bellator? I don't think so.
Fedor's still at Bellator.
No, I heard it was somewhere in Russia that they were gonna fight.
Ooh, if they're trying to do something like that, then we got Richie said Woodley Madden cursed himself.
Was he on the cover?
I mean, no, he wasn't on the cover, but I mean that song "Whoop Your Ass" cursed him.
Whoop your head, boy. Yeah, maybe he should just start rapping.
He says
now.
he can see him fighting at 1. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a possibility. I mean,
but people go to 1 and disappear. Where's my boy Demetrius been at? Has he been fighting lately?
I think 1's gonna have an event soon. Where I think he's got a belt, and someone else, the dude he's fighting, has got a belt as well. The thing with 1 though is that
they don't advertise good, man.
They don't, and since it's out in China.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
You have to wake up in the morning.
You gotta be up at like 3 in the morning, and I mean, if you work, I mean, you're hardworking man like me, myself, and
honestly, one. I hear about some fighters over there.
But I heard that they do air it on TNT though.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, that's not bad. We might have to record it and then.
I just feel bad for my boy Demetrius. Went over there, and I forgot about him, man.
So want to get into 262? I think in May 15th.
Heading back to Bellator.
Who?
Fedor.
He's in Bellator, right?
He's headed back.
Going back to Bellator.
Yeah,
so
but
maybe they're gonna do JDS.
Because remember when they did the heavyweight Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Fedor was part of it, and I think he lost in the championship against Ryan Bader.
Yeah, Bader knocked his ass out.
Yeah, so but I think he might have left, but he's still Bellator technically. May 15th, UFC 262.
That's gonna be the card to watch.
Main event, Oliveira Chandler. What do you think about that?
Ooh, it's gonna be a good one, but I got my boy Oliveira, man.
Oliveira,
he's kind of reminds me of Kukui streak that he had going on, and
he deserves it. I mean, he was the sleeper in that division. No one mentioned him. No one talked about him, and everyone was
number 3 and number 4. Who's ranked above them?
So number 1 is Poirier.
Because Khabib's not ranked no more, right?
No, Khabib's like 5, I think.
So
Poirier, and then I think Gaethje's 2.
Oh.
Gaethje's 2, Oliveira 3, and Chandler 4, and then Kukui's 5.
Coming back.
Well, Gaethje, he went to sleep. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was pissed because I guess he's been waiting for a fight. He thought he was gonna get Chandler. Because I think
the way it would have go, like the perfect scenario would have been Oliveira Chandler and then Poirier and Gaethje.
No, the perfect scenario, like Eric was saying earlier.
Oliveira
Poirier, Chandler, Gaethje would have been the perfect scenario. But I mean, like we were talking to Eric earlier, and he's saying, why isn't Poirier taking the belt? Wouldn't him winning the belt first?
That's the whole point where belts just do not matter, bro. The money matters.
The money, exactly.
McGregor is the belt. Exactly. McGregor is the belt, man.
And that's what I was telling.
That's a sad world when you gotta fight Conor to get paid more than to get the fucking.
And that's what we're telling Eric, that it's because his debate is that wouldn't it be better just to go win the belt, then get the fight with Conor, and you can show off the shiny belts against Conor. But I mean,
the problem is that Conor don't deserve a title shot.
He doesn't.
No. It was just for shits and giggles, though.
Yeah.
He just has that for clout.
For clout, I guess, to flex. But it don't matter. I mean, I think at the end of the day, they announced that breaking news today.
I think it'd be 10 times worse if he fought McGregor with the belt and lost.
Yeah.
Because now McGregor got the belt. Hell yeah, bro! You think it'd be worse to lose?
And did you see that? How he was going back and forth with Diaz, and he said, "Hey, I think the UFC needs to make a belt for me." And he was asking, "No, no."
What happened to the fucking BMF belt?
That's garbage, man. So Conor was going back and forth with Diaz on Twitter, right? And then he's like, because you know how Diaz is on Twitter, he likes to talk shit on everyone.
Yeah.
And he pretty much was calling him because he beat him, and then McGregor's response was like, "Bro, you couldn't even win the belt that they made for you." And so then I think after tweets later, he's like Dana. He's like, I think I need you guys to make a Conor belt with like pink diamonds and this and this and that. He's like, hit me up and we can talk about the designs. So I mean, we're gonna obviously off topic a little, but obviously they broke the news today. That in July it's Poirier and McGregor 3. That's international fight week. How are they? International fight weeks usually, like one of the most stacked cards of the year.
Conor's the main event, bro. Conor ain't gonna fight.
He's the main event. He's the main event. But do they make a belt for him?
I'd make a belt. Make the Gucci belt. Why not?
Make a belt for him so that because I mean, regardless, at the end of the day, it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
Your average Joe's.
It's gonna sell more than these other ones, bro. Because it's like name. This is what we've kind of always gone into it, where you always want to give the right person the right title shot, but no, man, it's about the name. Yeah, exactly. It's about putting the sport out there, and no one does that better than Conor.
He's I think Yeah, he's
Win or lose, people want to see him either win or
or
people want to
lose.
see him
He's the
lose.
Mayweather of MMA.
Yeah.
Because there's people that want to see him win and there's people that want to see him get knocked out. So when he lost, there's people that were celebrating because oh he lost, he got knocked out. But then there's his loyal fans that are like, oh man,
I'm one of them. Bro.
You're a loyal fan. Me, I don't really
My
care.
whole thing is we'll come back to 262, but my whole thing is what happens if Connor loses?
Connor loses.
That's a big loss, man. That's a big loss if he loses.
If he loses,
where does he go from here?
I think his name alone still gives him.
Oh, I'll still watch a fight after.
Because no, but I mean,
he's taking a step
no,
down.
I think no, I think well maybe if he loses his days for the belts, they're long gone.
No, I think he can still. I mean, how old is Connor, Eric?
Connor's, I think, like 33. I want to say 32, 33.
That's not old. He can work his way back up.
But bro,
we got to think about what kind of commitment is he putting in. What kind of time is he putting into the sport?
32.
When
32.
So he's only 32. The thing is, when you get paid like that, you do not put the time in no more, bro. When he was coming up in the sport,
oh he grinded,
bro. He was a 145. Yeah. He was looking like a skeleton.
Oh yeah, he looked horrible.
He
looked
beat
scary.
Jose when Jose was the most dangerous motherfucker ever, bro. He was kicked everyone's ass in the WEC, came into the UFC, dominated everyone's ass. Jose was untouchable. He was one of those motherfuckers where you were not gonna beat, bro. No competition.
And he was young too,
and just came out with the one hitter.
I remember we watched that fight. Yeah. It was the biggest disappointment because we were like, oh, we were expecting a good fight, and it ended in like 13 seconons. We had to find something to do the rest of the night.
Yeah, it was a quick night.
That wallet will beast, that's why.
But
32, I think, man, that's enough time to lose and still come back and put your all into it. And
okay, because his name alone. Let's say this: he gets let's say he loses. Okay, if he gets knocked out again, that's what maybe another 6 months off at least minimum to try to recover. Okay, who can you give him after that? Because Poirier with a win gets the winner of this. You know, to the winner of the for the belt.
Give him your boy Islam.
No, Islam. This is the thing. We're probably gonna get to Islam here in a bit too, but I think he can still get a guy like Gaethje to fight him, even though Gaethje's still gonna be ranked higher than him. They know that the payday
will sell.
The payday, exactly. So I think he's not.
I think he would have to take a step back. Hey, let me get back into the art.
He's gonna have to get a Donald Cerrone again.
And
he's gonna have
the perfect name, man. I mean,
Cerrone was his little stepping stone.
Give him the if Diego Sanchez beats Cerrone, give him Diego Sanchez.
Well, they did say that. They did say there was going to be a Diego Sanchez. Diego Sanchez wants him. So I mean, if he does win, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind watching.
The Diego and Donald fight is a loser retires fight.
But I think, look, let's just say this: Diego Sanchez beats Cerrone. Give Sanchez a red panties night, you know. Give him a payday. He's done a lot for the sport, you know. He had a banger with what's his name?
He has.
What's that fight?
Speaking of Diego, bro, Diego is the reason I started watching the UFC. I was just with my wife one day flipping channels, figuring out what to do, and we got to Spike TV, and here comes Diego Sanchez versus Clay Guida. No, bro, I didn't know what the fuck this sport was. They just came out and Diego hit him with a high leg kick, and it was just nonstop action. I fell in love right there, bro. So I'll never forget Diego. And I remember when he got on his little run, he fought BJ Penn for the championship, and he just was all confidence. He was like, yes. He came out, yes. And then he got his ass kicked, bro. It was never the same.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad fight. You know, give him a Diego Sanchez. Yeah. If he gets a win, obviously he might get a win over him. Go from there. And get a guy like Gaethje or whatever. But Oliveira Chandler, that's a good fight. I think I got
back to the real deal, right?
I got Oliveira in this one. I think I don't know if you saw the guy from Bellator Pitbull.
Yeah, he's fighting tonight?
No, I don't know. Are they fighting tonight?
Yeah, the Pitbull's fighting tonight.
We might have to tune into this here in a little bit.
Yeah, we might have to turn that on after this podcast.
We might have to exit out early, a little earlier than expected.
The main event will hit.
But I got Oliveira over Chandler. I think Oliveira,
he's just well-rounded.
He's well-rounded. Yeah, he's good on the ground.
I think he could stand with Chandler. Not only that, if Chandler tries to take him down, we got a black belt level jiu-jitsu and Oliveira. And
I think it's going to be an interesting fight. Regardless, it's going to be a good fight, you know. And so it's a fight.
I think it was a little early for Chandler, but hey, props to him getting it because Poirier is getting paid. But I mean, It's
Yeah, and if we were going based off actual rankings,
yeah.
this would be Oliveira versus Poirier,
Yeah.
and it would be Chandler versus Gaethje.
So Chandler has to capitalize, but
I mean, how crazy is that though? If Chandler ends up winning this,
does maybe Khabib want to come out? Chandler's a good name, man. He put his name out there.
I mean, fucking Bellator.
Yeah, him and
I think his last loss was against Pitbull.
Him and what's his name? The dude who Connor knocked out. Eddie, what's his name?
Eddie Alvarez.
Alvarez. They went to 2 wars in Bellator, man.
So I think, I mean, I don't think Khabib unretires. I think he's staying retired.
He's Coach Khabib.
I think he likes the coaching life. He had a fight. He had his cousin fight that night on Saturday, and he took a dub.
We both talked about this. The only way Khabib comes out if someone beats his boy Islam.
Yeah, that's something that we can get into right now. Is Kukui versus
Kukui. And this is we're just okay. So Kukui, man,
he's special, right?
We love Kukui,
he's
man.
special.
We grew up on the love of watching Kukui fight. To me, when in Kukui's prime, there was no one like watching Kukui fight.
Man,
he was a wild motherfucker.
He's a savage.
He'd go. He wasn't afraid to bang, and then when he'd get hit, man, he'd roll on the ground. It's just
remember that fight with Pettis. Remember when Pettis thought he knocked him and he rolls? He did a couple rolls.
He came back 6 months of a torn ACL. He just rolled and rolled.
I don't know.
And
how
we were like, "This is Kukui." Was that on the Connor Khabib
fight? Yep, exactly. Yep, that's the fight. Yeah, but I mean, Kukui's a killer, and I mean, and I think I got Eric into Kukui because Eric was always waiting for that Kukui fight for the longest time, and my brothers too. My brothers too. For the longest time, I was like, "Oh, we gotta watch, Kukui," and then they got into it. And they're like, "Oh, hell yeah, he's Mexican," so that's why they started rooting for him, But I mean, he's taking a fall. I mean,
without a doubt, man. If he loses this, no, he came back off the ACL.
It was the
Gaethje beating, bro.
That fucked him up. Yeah, I mean that's a fight that shouldn't have happened.
It was so weird because that fight, you remember, he landed that uppercut in that second or third round. Where it was just like it gave you life. Oh, maybe it's Kukui coming back, but no, man.
No,
it was never. No one can come from a beating like that and be the same.
The fucked up part about it is he was shaking his head, like trying to sober up.
He's so tough, bro. It's mental. It's one of those things where you're too tough. You're too tough for your own good.
And Bernil's like one of these up and coming, like he's legit. I've seen a couple of his fights. I mean, he's not.
It's not a gimme, without a doubt.
It's a challenge. So that's what I'm saying, though. Obviously, Bernil wins this fight.
What are the odds on that fight?
I think.
Put UFC 262 odds.
I think Kukui is still favored.
He should be favored. But he's one of those where I wouldn't be scared to put some money on fucking homeboy over here.
Bernil.
You make the money off the underdogs, bro.
And
I told you about these. Just like Woodley, he's heading down the Woodley trajectory, man.
He is, and the thing that scares me about Kukui though is like his mindset is that's what worries me about is his mindset.
Yeah,
he's one of those dudes that. So that's why when he lost to Gaethje, I was worried because I was like, I wonder how he's gonna take this fucking loss,
Yeah.
And you saw how he acted in the beginning, like he was pushing fucking Gaethje out of the way, and then eventually it came back to him, and he's like, you know what, my bad. He hugged him, congratulated him. He was at the hospital, but it worried me. Because I was like, just by seeing him, you could tell like his mentality is a little different,
He hangs out with Eddie Bravo, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but Eddie Bravo is he's nothing but hype, Eric will say otherwise, but
you got the odds on that?
Who's fighting?
Bernil and Kukui, Tony Ferguson. But I think
should be like a plus or minus.
Bernil is -170.
Yeah. Ooh, he's the favorite. You can get Kukui on an underdog.
Plus 130? 140.
Plus 140.
Bro, you want to make some money on your boy Kukui, you just go put it, bro.
If you're listening to this, there you go. There's the advice of the night.
Hey, no, I didn't. I told you he's headed down.
I'm 1 for 1 on this podcast for my my predictions.
No, bro. The first episode where I wasn't here, you put the money on what's his name?
Exactly. He got his ass beat, and then the next fight, I told him
1-1.
Yeah, okay. 1-1. Remember then I told you my boy Adrian.
1-4-1.
No, I'm 1-1.
No, bro. You put your money on Stipe. That counts, bro. I
heard
the
podcast. You know what? I'm 1-2. Exactly.
You're 1-2.
Never forget Anderson.
No what?
Never forget Anderson.
Anderson.
The one that got her ass beat by the lioness.
Oh, I told these guys on the chat to.
Oh, so he's 1-3 then.
No, but that was on the chat. That was,
Oh,
I mean, that
okay.
was on the chat. I told him, I was like, hey, I was like, you guys want to make some quick money? Put some money on Megan Anderson. And while I was typing that, she was already getting knocked out.
You wanted
Lose
to.
some quick money.
Yeah.
But Bernil gets a victory over this, over Kukui. That's a big victory because it's Kukui at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's up there now. I mean, he can demand a fight against Gaethje.
Yeah.
Or even the loser against Poirier McGregor.
Oh yeah, he's still Kukui, bro. He has a name.
No, I'm talking about Bernil.
Oh, Bernil.
With a victory. With a victory, he can demand the.
It has
fight.
to be a good. It has to be a good dominant victory.
Dominant victory.
It can't just be one of those lay and praise and you're just like.
If it's a knockout or a submission, I mean, Kukui's not going to tap.
Yeah.
He's not going to tap. But I mean, Kukui gets a victory. This is where I was telling you, win or lose,
fight Islam.
He has to fight Islam.
We're just trying to figure out a way to get Khabib back in the game, and we both agreed the only way to get Khabib back in the game is by raping his dude Islam, bro.
And that's, I think, and
that's your only way
and
to
it's
Khabib.
possible. And it's possible because he's got that mindset where he's like, all right, I got the baby.
Yep.
I got the baby. I beat the baby.
You fuck Islam up, then you go out and you call out his boy. He is coming out.
He's coming out of retirement.
He is all about pride. He's fucking.
He's got to go.
He's right there for his family. He's ride or die for his bros and his training partner. You saw how he went out on Connor, saying, "Connor, you traded fucking coach, all this. That's what happens to you." He is ride or die for his team. You go out and beat your boy.
Exactly.
He's coming for revenge. Yep. And you got your fight, and we got what we always wanted to see.
But that's the thing, though. I think he gets that regardless, win or lose. Win or lose, they have to do that because they know that's how they can get Khabib out of retirement for this mega fight right here. It's still, to me, it's still a mega fight, even if Kukui's fucking his last 4 fights, he's lost 4 in a row, or no? But I mean, it's still something because you know what? You can promote the shit out of it. Khabib coming out of retirement, he's coming for 30-0, which he will easily get 30-0.
If you get 30-0 against Tony, that's a big deal.
That's it. You retire the GOAT. You're the GOAT forever. But I mean, that's the I think
better than, like Brian said, 1-3.
But I think that's the fight to make is easily Islam versus
Kukui. But win or lose, if he loses this, his only chance ever to getting, even if he loses, that's still a big name for Islam. Wouldn't you still want to fight Kukui?
Well, Islam said, my dream fight is Kukui. And you know why. And you know why.
This fight almost does not matter other than the fact is if
it brings Khabib out of retirement if Islam loses.
I mean, as a fan, I still want my boy Tony to win. Even though I saw the Ferguson when, I saw when Oliveira, I read that Oliveira was going to beat him pretty easy.
I mean, that was horrible. So I don't think he stands a chance against Khabib or even Islam, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what that takedown defense is. And that brings us to the return.
The return of the Diaz.
To return to the flip-flop, the smoking the vapes after fights.
During fights. Smokes him in the corner while he's getting advice.
Yeah.
This is a good fight right here.
No, Leon this is Edwards, definitely what both
Bilal Muhammad's heartbroken right now. But I mean,
but he never deserved it.
But I mean, Leon Edwards is he's not a big name, but he has a good record and he's got a good, streak going.
Oh, of course. If Nate beats him, what's stopping him from getting the title shot?
He gets a title shot,
right?
Because I think
there's no
Leon Edwards
him.
Is 3, I think. So it goes Usman champion. 1 has to be Masvidal, right?
I think winner of this fight gets
2 Burns.
I think this is the number 1 contender fight right here.
This has to be. It doesn't matter if Diaz hasn't fought in 2 years. This is a number 1 contender.
It don't matter. You beat Leon.
And then get this. They know Diaz is a slow starter. They made this shit a 5-round co-main event.
First ever non-title fight.
Co-main event. 5 rounds, bro. They know he's a slow starter.
He's a slow starter. Leon ain't knocking him out though.
Leon's cutting him up within the first 2 rounds easily.
My mom's cutting Diaz up. Come on, bro.
But
my mom got some nasty elbows. Shit.
But I think this is a good fight. This one right now, I think is the one I'm most excited about.
Yeah, Brian said he bleed too easy. That's right, bro. But he don't slow down. Ask Connor if he slows down.
He beat Connor twice. He beat Connor twice.
No.
Twice in my
We're
book.
not getting in that conversation. That's 1-1. Okay,
No.
here's your boy Diaz. Okay, he beats him.
This is the
He
thing,
beats him, and Connor. Hold on, let's play this
though.
scenario.
Oh, you want to
He
play the
beats him.
perfect scenario?
He
Huh?
beats him. Connor beats Poirier.
Then you got to do the
That's
trilogy.
a bigger fight than any title fight.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
trilogy,
The
right?
trilogy, yeah, exactly. That's why they're going back and forth right now on
Hey,
Twitter.
bro, the UFC knows what they're doing. The UFC definitely knows what they're doing.
I mean,
They're setting this up perfectly, bro.
But is Connor gonna beat Poirier? I don't think so. And Edwards
You
is
don't
more.
think so? I think it's a 50-50, man. You can't underestimate Connor.
I mean, Connor has to go back to his old way, to his old ways. He's got to bring that old team back.
Look, bro, that a knockout like that, an embarrassment. Bernie Sanders put you to sleep in memes, bro. If that doesn't bring you back, what does?
You don't know who Bernie Sanders is. He just thought it was just a regular old man.
Bro, everyone knows who Bernie is, bro.
Hey, let's not get political here. Let's not get political. We might have Eric get a little. You don't want to start mentioning Bernie in front of Eric, you know.
Don't fall asleep for this podcast, Eric.
But yeah, I think this is the fight I'm most excited for on that card. It's already sold out too.
Is that another Florida card? Houston,
of
course,
full potential,
bro.
full red state.
I'm all about the red states, bro.
No vaccines. Hey, this is what I was. So look, I was talking to my brother on the way home, right? So they obviously got the fight in Jacksonville, which is next month. The Chandler fight. Then they got this one that's in
no, it's
Houston.
the Masvidal in Jacksonville.
And this one is in Houston.
Yeah,
bro. Why don't they bring one to Utah? Utah's open. I mean, it doesn't have to be a pay-per-view. It'd be a good fight night.
Utah, you saw the fight night we went to, bro.
It's packed. They can just they can add bots in there. They don't gotta zoom. They can just zoom out a little, you know.
It just doesn't. It's not sexy, bro. Florida's sexy. Texas is sexy.
Utah's sexy,
bro. We live here. There ain't nothing sexy about it.
We're
underestimated for sure. We
open.
We're underestimated, bro.
No vaccines,
Salt Lake
right?
is beautiful. Downtown's beautiful, bro.
The mountains are erect.
Yeah, you don't see the snow melting. What you think that is? No, but I think, man, there's some good fights coming up, man. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be a fight fan, man. And that's why we're not even talking about the Grand Prix in Bellator.
Oh yeah, PFL's opening up with the main event. Your boy Anthony Pettis. That's coming up, I think, next week.
It's a good time to be a
and
fight
fan,
and
it works out perfect for us because the UFC doesn't have an event till April 15th, I think.
Yeah.
With Till getting hurt.
Oh yeah, it's a rare week where there's no fights. Huh?
Yeah, this like 2 weeks with no fights. I want to say
it's
just
the 17th is the.
Well, yeah, but today's barely the second.
Oh, man,
that's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks with
that's
nothing.
Rare, then. Yeah. Huh.
So that's what I'm saying is that we got a chance to check out some of this PFL. Like you said,
we'll cover that next week, man.
Yeah, we might have to cover that next week, and then we got Bellator tonight. I think you said, right? Potentially. So I mean, there's fights coming up. Like I said, we don't just cover UFC. We cover a little bit of everything.
Richie, Utah's open, but we're sorry state.
We sexy, bro. I mean, Richie's. Come on, Richie, get behind us. We wanna get the UFC out here. Let's start.
I love it, bro. But
let's start riding the streets for that.
We'd have to start with a fight night, and we'd have to sell out a fight night before we get a massive.
We can sell a fight night, man. We got nothing to do out here right now.
Well, people blew the stimmy already, man.
All right, that's true.
Those are expensive tickets, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they probably are going to be pretty expensive, but yeah, start watching one. we might have to catch that Mighty Mouse fight that's coming up. I'm pretty sure it's like in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so we got some fights coming up that we'll probably be checking out and we can talk about on the show.
Yeah, what do you think about your old boy Kevin Holland stepping up for Till?
I like that. I like that because of the fact that I mean, Till, obviously Adesanya wants to fight Till, and Till wants to fight Adesanya. And it obviously Adesanya clearly said, I'll fight Till because that's the fight to make, but he's got to win a few, you know?
Right.
Kevin Holland, like you were saying, you think Kevin Holland might be Adesanya's kryptonite because there's something there. I mean, he did look a little disappointed in that Bronson fight.
It was one of those fights, bro, where Bronson won, but I wasn't
impressed. And that's why I was when I saw the news come out that
we never got to recap that fight, but it was one of those where Brunson won, he dominated, but he put me to sleep.
Okay, yeah, and that's why when people saw the breaking news that said Kevin Holland steps in for Darren Till, in the comment section, I'm seeing, oh, why wasn't Bronson talked about in this fight?
Nobody wants to watch him.
Not
bro.
just that. I think Bronson took more damage, even
Yeah.
though he was winning
He
the
got
fight.
clipped in the second round, bro, and then laid and prayed the rest of the fight, bro.
So I think,
and I don't know if you saw, Brunson wasn't doing shit from the ground, but at least Holland was slapping his
Yeah.
bitch ass like nonstop.
I think the thing
Those
that
slaps got to him,
I
bro.
think the thing that affected Holland
If
too
you
is
went
a
home
lot
to
of
your
the
wife
talking.
that night, your wife be like, "Why'd you get bitch slapped so many times? Come on, fuck that
I think
shit." Without doubt, Holland lost. I mean, Brunson played it safe, but don't move him up in the rankings. Nobody wants to watch that shit.
no, this is easily number one contender. Winner gets title shot.
No, bro, you forgetting about the fight the next week. Whitaker and Gastelum.
Oh yeah, Whitaker versus Gastelum.
Come on,
But
bro.
Whitaker's-
That's the number
This
one.
is
contender
no,
fight.
but this is the thing though. They've asked Whitaker, "Do you want a title shot?" And he keeps saying no.
Because Whitaker don't want smoke again, bro.
So that's why
What if
Whitaker.
Gastelum wins? What if Gastelum wins, bro?
Gastelum
I
has
guess he went on a
disappointed.
streak, but you got to think about it. Who has gave Adesanya the best fight?
And that fight
Come on,
ruined
bro.
Gastelum too, though. Because
It
look at
was
his
the
fight.
Kukui effect,
Yeah,
right?
because look at that fight that he had after. When he got taken down, and he got
Yeah.
submitted. He's supposed to be what? He's supposed to be a good wrestler, right?
Right.
Even the commentators are like, "Bro, he got taken down way too quick and
Right.
way too easily
It's true.
for a wrestler." So I think it's a little bit of the
But who else is there, man? I mean,
this
if
Vettori.
if Reddy beats Holland, I don't think his name's up there to give him
No,
a fight.
he's the one that gave Adesanya a good fight as well, supposedly. I didn't watch that fight. I might have to go back, but they said that he gave Adesanya a good
so I
fight.
didn't even know he fought Adesanya.
Oh, he fought Adesanya. This is way before. I think this was
I mean, he'll sell no matter what because Adesanya is a name. But if Gastelum beats Whitaker, I mean, who doesn't want to watch that rematch?
Oh yeah, it's easily But I mean, Kevin Holland gets.
Bro, I'm all about Kevin Holland, man.
I like Kevin Holland.
loved watching him fight, but he just lost to Brunson and then talked about going to 170. He's a little inconsistent. What do you?
He wanted
he just wants to fight and get paid. To me,
I
look
think
how quick he was to jump in.
Yeah, he said he wanted what? Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah. See, you're going on a downward trajectory for me.
Yeah, but I think. Go ahead. I think for sure I still think what's it called? Kevin Holland versus Vettori is this could be the next title fight because even if Whitaker wins, and Eric, you like Whitaker.
I like Whitaker.
I think Whitaker is kind of
Australian.
I think he's kind of like. I think he's still a little scared.
I think he is kind of shook after what happened last time.
Yeah, I think he's shook. So I think he's a little worried.
Yeah, but you never know. He might be
maybe
able to bounce back.
Maybe he wants a few little warm-ups before he gets crazy again.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing Whitaker get the belt because he was he was a great champion.
And he is a champ. I mean, he's a previous champ, so it's not like
he was a great champion.
He's not a
he was a humble guy.
He's not no one.
And so I mean it'll be interesting to see.
But he has taken some beatings from multiple fighters.
Yeah. What's that comment that I saw on Facebook where I was like, maybe he's scared. Let's get into that a little bit. I commented that he's probably the Sterling. You know how he kept saying that Peter Yan doesn't deserve a title shot?
He is scared. I told you that. There's some fucking controversy there.
He's scared.
I've been looking into that shit. I'm like obsessed with that stupid story, and I think he's scared. He doesn't want to fight him. That's why he had that photo op with fucking
Henry Cejudo, yeah.
And he doesn't want nothing with Peter Yan.
He don't want no smoke.
No, he want no smoke. He don't want no smoke.
We're talking about the
Sterling and against Peter Yan.
He went on saying that
I know Yan need him illegally, but he was gonna win that fight regardless.
He's saying that a guy that gets that threw an illegal knee shouldn't get an automatic rematch.
What a pussy!
But I think he's scared, dog.
God
he's
damn.
scared.
This is a weird thing, bro.
Pretty much.
Let me tell you how the fight went to me. Sterling won the first round, and the second round was debatable.
No, the first round is still debatable because in the first round, Peter Yan dropped him before the round ended.
Did I have to rewatch it?
He dropped him in the first
Sterling
round.
Looked fresh, but without a doubt, after that second round, it was all Yan, man.
So I think Sterling's a little shook, but I mean,
you won off of a legal knee.
Yeah. What's his name? Anthony Smith took an illegal knee from John Jones, and he said, "No, fuck that. I'm not going out this way."
Yeah, but he's dumb. I mean, why not get paid, bro? You're now where's Anthony?
He ain't gonna get paid though. You thought Dana White was gonna pay him because he won the title that way?
But you still get a share of the revenue.
Yeah, but I mean, that was going to be his only fucking win. He's
Where
what?
did he go from there? Who did he get knocked out by after?
Junior Dos Santos, no?
Someone beat him up.
He fought Junior Dos
Now
Santos.
he's commentating, bro. Like, you get what I mean? It's just that you lost millions. At the end of the day, you lost another title fight against John Jones. I get it. Be a man about it, but none of these fans are paying you, bro. Like,
yeah, it's true. But I think, I was telling Eric, I think Sterling's a little shook. I think he
I don't
doesn't want
blame
that fight.
Sterling. I would have done the same thing if I was Sterling. Without a doubt, it affected him. It's still an illegal knee.
Get cash your check, but I mean,
it's not just cash your check.
But
why would you continue after?
Yeah, I mean, you can't because it was an actual knee to the head.
He played it off, but you know whose fault was more than anyone was the doctor. The doctor needs to call that off faster. So
he needs to just so it doesn't look bad on him.
Yeah,
he needs to be like, you know what?
Doctors have been fucked up lately. Bro.
I think I might as well go to school and get a doctor's degree.
Right? I could step in there and tell you, hey, he's fucking done.
Yeah,
like
because that doctor made Sterling look more like a pussy. That way, because all he needed to do was say, "Hey, it's over.
Yeah,
it's done.
right
it's
there.
Done.
He can't get up. It's done.
It's done.
It's from the knee."
And that way, Sterling can get up, be like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And he can justify, like, "I wanted to fight."
And he wasn't going to.
Exactly,
which would have been the smart thing to do.
But I mean, the doctor fucked him over.
Yeah, and that's how we have our only American champion.
And he's probably gonna lose it to Peter Young, unless
you never know. Adjustments can be made
unless the GOAT comes back.
Who?
Cejudo.
Cejudo, man.
Cejudo's killer. He can easily go get his title from Peter Yan or Sterling. He can go back down and beat Figueiredo because Moreno's not beating Figueiredo.
Who's Cody fighting?
Cody is fighting Sanhagen. No,
that's Dillashaw.
Dillashaw's fighting Sanhagen.
That's a fight to watch.
And Cody is fighting Rob Font.
Okay.
Rob Font. So they're both. It's good fights.
We got a little Grand Prix,
which is stupid because
TJ win. Is that set up?
That has to be the fight.
That has to be right.
That has to be the fight. Because if Cody, I mean, if TJ loses, I think that's it for him. I think his legacy is his legacy. If he loses
to Sanhagen,
if he loses, just catch me. Listen,
but Sanhagen's a beast.
Yeah, but look,
I don't lose respect for someone who loses to Sanhagen.
No, but this is the thing though. He loses, people question his whole career.
Oh, I'm questioning already. Come on, bro. He's still a name.
Yeah, but
my wife loves TJ. That's her favorite fighter, number one.
Yeah, but I mean, they question.
But me, I've lost all respect for the guy, bro. To me, what you did, look at where Cody's career went after these losses, bro. He went on a little spiral, lost it all, man. Went on a losing streak.
He lost to what? He lost both fights at TJ,
right?
And then
he got knocked out by somebody else. I was here watching the fights. I think I saw Cody get knocked out. He got twice after.
No, I think it was just once because then he came back.
Up, Eric, who's Cody
Garbrandt's last fight?
Who did Cody fight after? Pull up the
just pull up his Cody's last couple of fights.
Yeah,
Cody Garbrandt
last 5 fights because he lost to Dillashaw twice, but I think he took 2 L's after that.
No, because he beat Marlon Moraes. No, Marlon Moraes. That was fun. His last fight was that same fight where he fought Asante.
No,
that was a win, right?
That was his last win. But who did he fight before that?
Before Rafael
Asante? Yeah, put up Cody Gamba wiki or something. That'll show you all his last fight.
Pedro Munoz.
So he lost to Munoz, right?
He lost to Munoz.
So back in March 2nd, 2019.
Yeah, he lost to Munoz then, and the one before that was the TJ Dillashaw, right? Back to back Dillashaw, and then he lost to Munoz, and then he got his victory against the Sansao, which is a good victory though.
Yeah, it just seems a lot more than that. Then damn. So but I remember there was already the time coming up where people were talking about it's done if he loses against Sansao.
Well, he's still young. I mean, COVID also fucked him.
Young. Yeah,
COVID fucked him up.
COVID really bad.
COVID fucked him up bad. But I think it's it's gonna be. I think if they both win, it's set for that. It has to be. It has to be. And if they both successfully get their victories quick, no damage taken, throw that shit as the co-main event: Conor versus Poirier.
Right.
Co-main event right there. More people will buy. Hype the shit out of that.
If I had to put my money, I put it on Sanhagen though. That's a long layoff for TJ, man.
No, Sanhagen's legit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. TJ Dillashaw's a beast too, though.
A lot of, like we said, a lot of good fights coming up. But one thing I wanted to get to before
we close this out,
was you guys put the little NBA in there last week. But come on, bro, the finals is already written. Lakers Nets, bro.
Is it?
Come on. Look at what the Nets are doing without Durant. And then I hate how people come and say, oh, what about chemistry? What about chemistry this, chemistry that? Since when do you say, oh, I'm going to add Durant to my team and just be worse? Fuck that, bro. They're walking through the East.
So
walking through the East.
So you're guaranteeing the Lakers coming out the West.
Yes. Who?
Didn't Drummond just get hurt?
Yeah, they're all hurt, bro. Who gives a fuck?
So you're literally throwing.
Bro, you think we scared of the Jazz?
You got no love for the Jazz, for Jazz. Denver.
You know, Denver did make some upgrades.
They got McGee. They got fucking Aaron Gordon.
No, look, let me tell you something. If anyone can beat us, maybe it's Denver.
Maybe it's Phoenix.
Phoenix
I was having this. I got a bet with your brother going on. Me and Ruben. He said that he thinks Phoenix is gonna go further in the playoffs than the Utah Jazz.
No, I don't know about that.
I mean, it's.
Let's say
Phoenix wasn't shit till Chris Paul got there, and Chris Paul left OKC. Yeah. OKC's down in the gutter.
Oh, CP3. Yeah, they went 8-0 in the bubble.
Who?
They went undefeated in the bubble.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you add Chris Paul.
No, Chris Paul's a game changer, and this is where, to me, Chris Paul's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He deserves all the respect, but at the same time. What's Richie gotta say? And his joke.
I got
damn right.
We got your boy right there, Tony Carlos, said Lakers versus Sixers finals.
My boy don't know shit. That's why he's in last place.
Tony's a real one. I know. Hey, shout out to Tony. Tony's a real one.
He's a Lakers fan, so he's riding the bandwagon. But he's right there, bro. And I'm telling you, you got AD. You got a front court of LeBron, AD, and Drummond. No one.
If it's healthy, yeah. But I mean, I also want to see because I honestly, if it's Lakers Nets, I got more money on the Nets. You know, Kevin Durant.
If I had to put money, Kevin
Durant
I'd put on the Nets, bro.
Kevin
They're scary. They're scary without Durant. You're gonna tell me you're gonna add Durant and they're just gonna not figure out what
exactly.
To do? Durant's been a part of super teams before, bro.
Durant's the reason Golden State won that last two.
To me, it seems easily the Nets. Like, and it's not even close to me.
I think they're first already.
Right? No, they're already in first place in the East.
Yeah, they're first in the East right now.
They're gonna walk through that East like it's nothing.
Fuck, it's good. I mean, it's good that they're resting Durant. I mean, they're being precautious with him.
Do it. And people want to say LeBron's injured. They're rested. They're rested.
Because Eric and me were having this debate.
They asked the Nets are doing.
They asked him. They asked LeBron, "Do you need time off? Do you need rest?" He's like, "No, I don't need rest." But deep down, he needs rest.
They need to calm him down.
That's why they saw that perfect injury. And they're
like, no, he was ready to go, bro. He flew with the team. No one flies off a fucked up ankle. He flew with the team the day after the injury. They knew he was fine. They said, "Hey, you see Durant, what he's doing? Motherfucker, he's fighting with fucking actors on Twitter. Go fight with an actor on Twitter."
Fucking Rappaport ain't shit. You see, he got fined. He got fined $50K today.
Dude, he went too far. You don't think KD went too far?
Rappaport is trash.
Oh, I love when Rappaport gets on the hurt.
Why is he exposing him though?
He's a bitch nigga for doing that.
That's pretty soft for him.
It's regardless.
But at the same time, someone has to put Durant's bitch ass out there. He's a sensitive fuck.
They're both sensitive. That's the funny part.
Who? Rappaport?
Yeah, Rappaport's sensitive shit.
I'm talking about as an athlete, bro. Durant is probably the top sensitive.
They're all sensitive right now. They're all sensitive. Shaquille O'Neal's always on the.
They're all sensitive, but no one keeps his cool like LeBron. Bro, no one. LeBron fucking got raised in this.
We're gonna have to end the show. We're gonna have to end the show.
Shit. Rappaport is a comedian though, so he should be able to take heat.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able.
Bro, you bring up the wife. You bring up the wife, saying your wife don't respect you. That's to me is too far. Bro, this is a man-on-man thing. What do you gotta bring the women into it?
Perhaps.
There's no.
No, but I didn't like Durant shit. Oh, he wants to act like we fuck around like that all the time. Oh, you don't disrespect my wife and think that I'm cool with you.
I'm not a fan of
Fuck
Durant,
no.
But why go get lawyers into this?
That was too far. Don't get me wrong. I learned a screenshot. I'm not that. First of all, bro, I have no social media. That just shows you everything. Exactly. I'm not that type of person. But someone needs to show Durant's fucking sensitive bitch ass. He is sensitive. Don't get me wrong. That's the only way we win is Durant gets too sensitive and just fucking fucks up, bro. Because other than that, nobody's beating Brooklyn.
But that's a good thing. Like like I said, we're gonna get into basketball. It's kind of hard to get into basketball because they play almost every day. I mean, unless there's something, unless there's something big, unless there's a big injury we can talk about, then we'll talk about it. But playoffs are around the corner.
Thank God there's no serious injuries. Rest Embiid, rest LeBron, rest KD. We want everyone fully loaded.
Yeah, we want an actual good playoff, so that way there's actual.
We don't
reason
want no excuses.
about
Clippers,
last year.
No
you know, yeah, we don't want excuses from anyone. You know, we want a healthy PG.
We don't want no excuses from Giannis. You signed that big contract, you're gonna lose the game.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of those ones that wastes his talents out there. But
he reminds me of LeBron's trajectory, bro.
But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for tonight's show, right? Unless there's, I think we went for a whole hour and.
There's plenty more to talk about, but
we're already trashed already. So I don't think you want to hear us trashed on here. You know, we might get a little too crazy after that.
That was good shit. Sorry with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. We're still getting the gist of it. Still trying to get adjusted to this shit, but
stick with us.
You know, stick with us, like he says. We'll you ride with us, we'll ride with you. And like I said, I'm not sure when did Jesse say this giveaway's an end? I think he said. I think he said pretty soon. I think he's ending like in a couple of weeks. So you still got a chance to win $100. Like we said, that's one of the first giveaways we plan on doing. There's plenty of things coming up. Obviously, like I was telling Danny, Utah's open, so they already announced a few fucking concerts here. Post Malone's coming in August.
He just got to drive down the 80. He's here.
Post Malone's giving it perform on I think in August for like a 3-day festival. There's also a 3-day EDM festival coming up. So I mean, just stay tuned. You know, there's gonna be giveaways for concerts. The Jazz make the playoffs. Maybe there's gonna be a pair of tickets for the Jazz tickets. You know, for that. I think the Grizzlies are back in the hockey, so there might be shit for that. Tony says Justin Bieber's coming in June, so we might have to do something about that.
Hey, he dropped that fire.
I mean, you know, so we might have to do that. Shout out to
from California.
Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Brian Tamala.
Shout out to my guy Tamala.
Richie Solorzano for
No, that's
for all the comments.
That's for Eric's podcast. Are we getting the extra stimmy? Are we getting the fourth stimmy? Eric?
And Jesse Valdez for commenting, and Trevor as well.
How much do we want the gas to go up?
Still waiting on that stimmy. He says extra stimulus. So yeah, so
getting a stimulus, we might be getting another war.
Tune in for Wednesday for that.
Yes, tune in for Wednesday. But yeah, so like I said, just keep posted, and there's a lot of giveaways coming up. So yeah, thank you. I think that wraps it. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.